Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 3-Dub House Show here tonight in the 3-Dub Studios, Las Vegas, Nevada. Guys, I'm Dewey Danielson, the voice of 3-Dub, here tonight to call you all the action for this week's episode on Call Week here with 3-Dub. And man, we are excited to be one of the first shows here tonight to kick off Call Week, and we've got a big triple threat match tonight. The winner of this one will face Gypsy Freak for the undisputed Women's Championship at Summer of Sin. We've got Scott Adams, the one-on-one matchup with TJ Renegade, and our main event, the best of 3 series match 2. Sander Cool still on the hunt for the global title against Hall of Famer Caleb Stone. What a night we have planned for you guys here tonight to kick off Call Week right here with 3-Dub Wrestling. The following contest is a triple threat match scheduled for one fall and is for number 1 contendership to the Women's Undisputed Championship. That's right, big matchup right here to start the show. Introducing first, from the Netherlands, the Mistress of Darkness, Cruella. Cruella the Vamp, the Mistress of Darkness, making her presence known back on Blackout last night. Jasolyn Havok was there as well, but Maria James, the only one that wasn't there. We'll see if that has any factor on what happens in the outcome here tonight in this triple threat matchup. Again, this one, the winner will go on to face Gypsy Freak this coming Sunday afternoon at Summer of Sin. Big opportunity for one of these 3 individuals. Cruella definitely been making her presence known over the past several episodes, getting in on the Women's TV Championship, and of course now an opportunity at the Undisputed title. And here comes Jasolyn Havok, guys. The Casket Queen is here. And from Hell, Michigan, Jasolyn Havok. Well, Jasolyn made her big return to 3-Dub earlier this season, emerging from a casket in a match between Gypsy Freak and Nightshade that ultimately would be the reason why Gypsy Freak lost that match. Of course, we know she went on to win the Women's Undisputed title from Nightshade not too long after that, but Jasolyn and Cruella have been fighting neck and neck to get in line for that title. And from Naples, Italy, Maria James. Second generational superstar to the Hall of Famer, Juice James. Here tonight, as a former women's television champion, already has some scuffles with Cruella. Now she's got to overcome 2 individuals to get her shot for the first time at the Women's Undisputed title at Summer of Sin. Can she get the job done here tonight? One of the biggest house shows we've had to date, guys, kicking things off with a massive triple threat match. Who do you think is gonna win? Let me know in the live premiere chat below, guys. Will it be Maria James? Will it be Cruella? Or will it be Jasolyn Havok? Maria James, the only one in this matchup that is not a former undisputed women's champion. But she does have the women's TV title that Cruella and Jasolyn do not hold. Of course, as I thought, Cruella going right after Maria James, but it's Jasolyn to pick up from behind. That's the thing about these triple threat matches, guys. Look out now! Gotta keep your head on a swivel at all times. You never know when the other opponent will get back into the mix. Drop kick there from Maria. Anything goes in these triple threat matches, and Cruella gonna take firm opportunity with that. Got a kendo stick and not gonna be able to use it. Right hand from Jasolyn. Irish whip over the top rope. And now Jasolyn has both competitors to the outside. Look out now. Cruella shoulder tackle to the outside on top of that thin matted concrete where everything is that much more dangerous. Into the barricade. And now Jasolyn breaking the hold of Maria. Oh, now look out! Going toward the steel steps as Cruella comes through the ropes and takes out Jasolyn. Man, oh man. Ooh, face plant. X Factor, thin matted concrete. And now it's Maria with the Singapore cane. Oh man, taking down Jasolyn. But Cruella's right there. Flurry of attack. Have to say that maybe, despite Jasolyn and Cruella being former women's champions of the undisputed variety, I think Maria James might have the upper hand in this one, maybe the fan favorite, to win this matchup. Go on to her first undisputed women's championship opportunity. Look at this. Oh man, standing on the hair. Standing on the hair of Cruella. Anything goes here. Triple threat matchup, and now caught reversed elbow drop to the throat. But it's Jasolyn with a cane. Taking out Maria. Dang, man. Right into a pinfall, broken up by Cruella almost immediately. Ooh, looking for the leg sweep, not going to be able to get it. Jasolyn capitalizing, Irish whip, big time super kick, and blocking the steel chair from Maria. Can't forget what happened on Blackout. Cruella getting involved in what would be an impromptu matchup between Danny Moore and Gypsy Freak. And here's a pinfall from Maria, looking to go to Summer of Sand. A quick kick out from Cruella. Cruella and Jasolyn both getting involved in that matchup on Blackout just last night. It would be Jasolyn that would take the title shot from Gypsy from behind. Oh, eat defeat right there. Now springboard, caught her with the springboard on top of the steel chair. Fantastic maneuver from Cruella. Gypsy right to her, Jasolyn right to her feet. Gonna try to take out Maria here, not gonna happen as Cruella looks on. A big right hand, and now got Jasolyn up on her shoulders, bringing her down the hard way into a pinfall. 1 count, 2 count, kick out for the Casket Queen. Cruella doesn't seem finished though. Springboard brought her down. Soul Snatcher. And is that enough to take out Cruella now? 2 count, 3 count. Cruella advances to the title match. Man, what an impressive victory for Cruella, the Vamp, here tonight in the opening match of the house show. Eat defeat from Jasolyn. Then a big backbreaker would send Maria out of the ring. And Cruella would take fine advantage. Big time slam. Not going to be able to get her on the first pinfall. But then a soul snatcher. Man, right there would be the final verdict for Jasolyn Havok. And Maria James unable to get there quick enough to break up the pinfall. Cruella advances. Here's your winner and new #1 contender, Cruella. That's right, Cruella and Gypsy Freak for the undisputed women's title at Summer of Sin next Sunday. Guys, we got a very good 3-star rating on that matchup as Cruella advances to Summer of Sin. But we are ready for our next matchup of the evening, continuing the house show here tonight on Call Week. TJ Renegade taking a loss on the last episode of the house show. Looking to get his revenge here tonight. Get his footing back as he still fights for that XTV championship. The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing 228 pounds, representing Team Tap Out, TJ Renegade. That's right. Oh, wait a minute. There's Scott Adams. Scott Adams attacking during the entrance and going straight after TJ Renegade. Oh, man. And Scott is not wasting any time here. Fresh off a loss on Blackout last night in one of those impromptu fatal 4-ways, he will not be going to Coachella. And he is ready to get a win here tonight on the house show. There's the bell and we are officially underway. And look out now, Irish whip off the ropes. Over the top, Scott Adams' right hands. More right hands and, oh, a stunner with the top rope guillotine. Scott Adams awaits TJ Renegade, who hasn't even taken off his entrance jacket yet. Another Irish whip and massive power slam. This match underway very quickly here. And I don't even know if Renegade's going to get his jacket off before Scott Adams can put this one away. And here we go, the pinfall. Renegade could be in trouble, a kick out. One count only despite the fast and brutal start from Scott Adams in this matchup. Both of these superstars coming off of a loss in their most previous matchup, looking to catch a dub here tonight. Of course, TJ losing to MDX on the last episode, and Scott Adams losing out on a Coachella Rumble opportunity. Scooping him up now, TJ shoulder breaker. Now what's he looking for here? Trying to change around the momentum, TJ Renegade is, and missing with the knee, but going right back to it. Oh man, what a cutter! And Adams right back to his feet, right back on the attack. Electric chair drop. Adams starting things out very aggressively in this matchup, and it has been an uphill battle for TJ Renegade so far in this match. And look out, catching that knee to the chin, pulling him out of the corner, and man, what a roundhouse, right into a pinfall. Is it enough? 1 count kick out for Scott Adams. Of course, I want to thank you all for joining us here tonight in the 3Dub Studios of Las Vegas for this episode of the house show. Be sure to hit that like button. Stunner from Scott Adams, and that's going to do it. 2 count, no. TJ kicks. TJ Renegade kicking out of a stunner from Scott Adams, who was just 1 second away from putting this one away. Renegade now back to his feet. Scott Adams taking his time, climbing to the top rope, and a crossbody takes him back down to the mat. Quickly back into another pinfall. It's a 1, 2, and Adams close again, but no cigar. Renegade doing everything he can to remain in this matchup. As I mentioned, it has been an uphill climb for Renegade after getting attacked during his entrance. Now ducking out of the way of that leg drop right there. Irish whip into the corner, man, catching the heel right in the face. You know that hurt. Renegade now, stunner, cutter of his own, into the submission hold, and Adams has got to hang on, and he does, bringing down TJ. Breaking out of the hold into a flurries of rights. Snap suplex for Adams, trying to stay in the driver's seat here. Now back to his feet, was looking for another stunner. He was looking for another stunner, but caught a knee instead. Renegade. Very well done avoiding the second stunner, which very well could have been the end of this matchup. And now in the corner with another heel kick. Adams doing the smart thing, climbing for the ropes to avoid a pinfall. But Renegade with a... Oh, wait a minute. A drop kick and another right in the face. And now Renegade once again on the apron for the springboard knee right in the mouth. And now it's Adams, the one that's in trouble here. Renegade. Ooh. Had an opportunity there, but wasted it. Not taking the pinfall when he had the chance. Now Adams to the top, double axe, taking down Renegade to the mat. Couple of knife edge chops. Oh man. Into a pinfall again for Scott Adams. Can he do it right here? 2 count only. Man, what a brawl between these two. As now it's Renegade. Oh, and the cutter again! The cutter! And is it enough? This time it is! This time, Renegade gets Adams to tap out. What a matchup for Tap Out's TJ Renegade. Getting a victory he had been yearning for over the past couple of episodes, and could he be on that track to the XTV Championship once again? What a fantastic victory here tonight, and Scott Adams had several opportunities to put this one away, and maybe his aggression got the better of him here. slow it down a little bit. Maybe he could have walked away with this one, but it wasn't him. It was that right there, the tap out.
TJ Renegade.
That's right, for TJ Renegade. It's been a fantastic night thus far, guys. Thank you once again for joining us here on the house show during Call Week. We get a 4-star amazing rating for that matchup right there. Big win for TJ Renegade. Guys, we are approaching our main event, but before we get to that, let's check out this Summer of Sin card coming at you this Sunday afternoon during Call Week from Seattle, Washington. Of course, now we have Cruella taking on Gypsy Freak for the undisputed Women's Championship. The national title on the line as Jaden Walker defends against Warren Peace and the Blacksmith of F5P, Devil Dog. Tag team titles rematch in effect as Team Tap Out looks to recapture from the Resistance. Matchup that's going to be our main event at Summer of Sin. Kurt Brooks and Dylan Mason for the International Championship. What a massive match that's going to be. But don't forget the 3-Dub World Heavyweight Championship as Hexen defends against Chris Harris. Night 2 of Coachella. Also, Sunday night. Guys, be looking for all of those big time matches in a big night we will have for 3-Dub and Call Week and Coachella next Sunday. The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is the main event. Here we go. Introducing first from Green Bay, Wisconsin, weighing 243 pounds, being escorted by CFT, the Hall of Famer, Caleb Stone. Well, CFT able to pull some strings. I'm not sure how he does this, but he does. And the last matchup, just last night, between Sander and Caleb was supposed to be an opportunity for Sander, for if he won, he would get that global championship opportunity from CFT, but he did win. And now here we are in another non-title matchup. And his opponent from the Netherlands, weighing 235 pounds, Sander Koen. Why are we not in another title match? Well, I'll tell you. CFT was somehow able to pull some strings and make this matchup a series matchup between Caleb Stone and Sander Koen. A best of 3 series. So that last matchup that Sander won last night at Blackout didn't count. To get him that global title, he has to beat Caleb Stone one more time. And can he do that here tonight? You know that Sander is not backing down. It doesn't matter what situation he's thrown into. The ultimate opportunist is going to do everything he can to get back to what his creation was, the global title. Well, if you're keeping track, Sander already has 2 victories over Caleb Stone within this past year. 1 at TB9 and 1 last night at Blackout. You know, the Hall of Famer not gonna lay down easily in this one. This is the last chance for Sander Koen. He's got to get a win here. If he doesn't get a win, then he'll have one more matchup with Caleb Stone, excuse me. So the Hall of Famer here tonight trying to even things up. Trying to sway that momentum of the global title to stay with Townsend Enterprises. Hard-fought matchup last night for Sander. He's got to do the same here again, guys, and you can see Caleb Stone off to a great start here. Submission hold, Sander holding on strong. Not going to tap, bringing down the Hall of Famer instead. Gotta wonder how much influence CFT has. He's been able to do some pretty impressive things over the past few months since starting season 10. Look out. Sliding a kendo stick in is CFT, and man, what an inverted moonsault. Shooting star, springboard variety, right down on Caleb. Steve Zeeb's doing the right thing, getting that kendo stick out of here. How much is CFT going to get involved here, guys? Big knee from Sander, falling back on the pinfall. Can he do it here? No. If he gets the win here tonight, could very well be a title match at Summer of Sin. Springboard from Caleb Stone, showing a little athleticism of his own. That is not the norm from the cornerstone. And now Stone trying to slow down the match a little bit here. Get more into his pace, targeting these legs, trying to take out the acrobatics of Sander. Cool, that was the game plan in last night's match. Didn't end up being helpful, and there's Sander dumping Stone to the outside as CFT once again removes a turnbuckle. Come on, man. Yeah, this guy is all over the place. Here's Sander now. Look out. I'd like to say the bad knees of Caleb Stone. Look out, riding the steel steps. And now Sander climbing to the top. Look out. Going for a massive double stomp. Stone able to get out of the way. Looking for a power bomb, and Sander able to squirm out of that one, and lariat takes down the Hall of Famer. Steve Zeeb's putting the turnbuckle back on. And now Sander riding to the steps. Big German suplex. Caleb Stone known for that. And again, man, 3 big Germans on the thin matted concrete as the count continues. Now to 6. Sander thrown back in, followed in by Caleb, going for a quick pinfall here after some massive German suplexes on the outside. A 1 count's all he's going to get. And now Stone, wrenching the shoulder out of socket here. Sander quickly back to his feet. Luthez press. Stone firing off on all cylinders. What's he got here now? Deadlift. Power bomb on Sander and the pinfall. 2 count, 3 count. Stone wins and evens up the series. Sander Cole fights with all of his might in every single matchup he's involved in. And for the first time in 3 matches in this now best of 3 series, Stone finally gets a victory over the cool one and now evens it up at 1-1. And will we see another matchup from them at Summer of Sin, or will it be on the next episode of Blackout? I'm sure we'll find out in the near future. That right there, the massive jackknife powerbomb sealed the deal for Sander and gave Caleb the victory.
Here is your winner, Caleb Stone.
Big time win for Caleb, saving the global championship for CFT and Townsend Enterprises. Well, guys, that'll lead us to the end of this show. Thank you so much for joining us here in the 3Dub Studios for the 3Dub House Show on Call Week 2. Very good rating for Caleb Stone, 3 stars, as we close out the show, guys. My name is Dewey Danielson. Thank you once again for joining us. Be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to 3Dub Wrestling on YouTube. And you can find us on social media on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Guys, thank you for joining us, and we hope you enjoy the rest of Call Week. Have a great night. See ya next Sunday night.